Meet your starting lineups. Starting for the Andover Huskies, in goal, number 1, Luke Avenel. In attack, number 2, Cole Jensen. At LSM, number 3, Lucas Donnelly. At attack, number 7, Caleb Weichel. At midi, number 8, Quinn Knudsen. At D, number 9, Evan Gergen. At D, number 19, Gavin Angelotti. At D, number 22, Garrett Ron. At midi, number 30, Dylan Larson. And at attack, number 51, Mason Miller. Now for your starting Crimson. Starting in goal, number 4, Brady Malee. At D, number 5, Ethan Berry. At midi, number 9, Shay House. At D, number 15, Lucas Baki. At D, number 16, Shane Brask. At attack, number 20, Ricky Peterson. At attack, number 22, Grant Jensen. At D, number 26, Emerson Knudsen. At attack, number 45, Landon Baki. And at midi, number 46, Jackson Kuznick. Joining the Maple Grove Lacrosse for the national anthem are our friends and fellow athletes from Special Olympics. Thank you to all the athletes for demonstrating courage, trying new things, and sharing your joy. We are better together. Now, please rise, remove your hats, and face the north end of the stadium for the national anthem. And you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Now, let's play lacrosse.
Good evening, lacrosse fans. Welcome to a beautiful night at Maple Grove High School Stadium as your Maple Grove Crimson take on the visiting Andover Huskies in a battle with huge implications for conference championship and section seedings heading into the playoffs. Andover's coming in after beating undefeated Rogers. And Maple Grove is staying at home after beating Matamidi Zephyrs last week. Both teams can really help their section seeding standings with a victory tonight, so there's a lot on the line. The officials are going to gather the starters at midfield, go over some ground rules tonight. The players will touch gloves and we'll be playing lacrosse. Also tonight, as we're waiting for the players to get past the officials, tonight we're celebrating Special Olympics athletes. Maple Grove lacrosse team and the players hosted Special Olympics athletes this previous Saturday for a fun-filled practice that all the athletes said was their favorite practice of the year. That's the players and the Special Olympics participants. So to keep that celebration going tonight, we have athletes here in attendance. There'll be a ceremony at halftime, and they're going to be down there cheering on the boys, as they say, during the whole game tonight. All right, looks like the officials are good to go. We're going to have the opening face-off here. Just a second. And here we go. Shea throws it back to Jackson Kuznick. Tried to box him out, but the Husky came in and scooped it. And the Huskies have possession. Oh, kind of a dangerous roller, but Huskies scoop it up. You could tell that's probably a set play they practice when they get their line changes in effect. Fast break. I think it was a flub shot there, picked up by Ethan Berry. Kind of had to throw it to nobody there. Now the ball's down on the ground. There's a battle. Got to be Crimson. All right, picked up by Shane Rask. He runs downfield, leading the fast break. Oh, couldn't connect there with Grant Jensen. Picked up by Andover, and they're going to attempt to clear the zone. Huskies move the ball past midfield. Andover looks like they came to play tonight. They've been moving quick and playing physical. Oh, nice pickoff. Josh Thompson on the fast break. Heads it up to Ricky Peterson, who shoots and scores. Nice play by Thompson to pick off that pass. Head upfield, hit Ricky in stride, and from there, Ricky knows what to do. Nice job by the Crimson to capitalize on that turnover and get the early lead. All right, Andover wins another face-off. Burst of speed. Gets a touch. It's guarded there by Kazi. Now we've got Ethan Berry on his player. Ethan's physical stick checks are too much for the Andover player to handle, and he tosses the ball to his teammate who's cutting down the hash marks, guarded by Lucas Baki. Ball down. Casbaum scoops it up. Oh, those end lines can be hard to see. Stepped out of bounds, so Andover will get the ball back, but good stick checks by Maple Grove defenders, wreaking havoc on the Huskies, and they just couldn't connect. Ball's down again. Baki's on him. He's able to find his help. And the Huskies will set up top for a high dodge. It's number 7, Caleb Weichel on the dodge. Nice play by Barry. Strips the ball. Luke Smith comes in to scoop it up, but Barry's there. Barry moves it to Smith. He's able to scoop it and go. Crimson are in transition again. This time they're going to slow it down and let their offensive players get on the field. You got Beck Cherney and Thor Sukup jumping on as middies, and here comes Ryan Smith. All right, Sukup with the ball, back down to Peterson. Over to Landon Bakke. Over to Beck Cherney. Up top to Ryan Smith. Oh, bounces it out. Ball's down, but picked up by Thor. Thor's dodging. It's Grant Jensen who rips one off the pipe. Jensen gets his own rebound. Oh, good pass to Ryan Smith. Fires one, but a nice save by the Andover goalie. And they're going to call a loose push on the Crimson, so it'll be the Huskies' ball. Huskies taking their time, working upfield now. Goalie's figuring out his move. Throws a high pass, but a nice catch there by number 11. Moves it over to number 27. Has a touch, and nobody's stepping up, so he's taking some space. Now Kuznik's on him, and he's trying to lift that bottom hand. Oh, there's a pass in the slot, and a quick turn and shot just goes wide. Andover will retain possession, inbound the ball. Guarded there by Emerson Knutson. Tries a spinning low shot and loses the handle again. Good sticks tonight by the Crimson. They're not giving up on the stick checks. Oh. Some reason Brady didn't chase after that ball and Andover was able to get it. It's kind of odd. Brady's usually racing to that end line. So Andover has it once again. If the Crimson can keep up this pressure, it's going to make it hard for the Huskies. Again, driving through the middle, but cannot get through the defense. Well, they're going to call a hold there, and no penalty, but Andover has possession. Kind of a bull dodge there, but again, ball down. Rask with some good defense there, locking up his man. Strips the ball before he could get a shot on goal, and Moline clears it up to Barry. Fires a shot, or pass to Tyler Steinkoff. Couldn't quite connect. Ball is down, and Kasbaum comes up with it. Bounce passes it over to Kuznik. He's going to slow things down now and let the offensive players get on the field. Kicks it up to Jack Ampe. Over to Tyler Steinkopp. Tyler drives the alley, shoots, and scores. Tyler not wasting any time there. Drove the alley, fired a shot up high again. Beats the Andover goalie. 2-0 Crimson. So some good transition play by the Crimson tonight. After having to defend for an extended stretch, they're able to march right down the field, shoot and score. Shea wins the faceoff, then gets tripped up, maintains possession. Andover player leaves early, but he says, I don't care, because they want to whistle, because there's a flag down. So penalty on Andover number 98, Will Grant. Looks like 30 seconds for pushing. So the Crimson will go man up with 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Crimson up 2-0. Crimson looking to add here to that lead. As they've seen, no lead is safe in Lacrosse, so you want to capitalize on all your opportunities, especially on the man up. Thompson over to Sukup, over to Ricky Peterson, over to Tyler Steinkoff, who shoots and scores. All right, Crimson made quick work of that man up. Some nice passing, good rotations, and a quick shot beats the Andover goalie up top, and that makes the score 3-0 Crimson. So we got Shea House back in the faceoff dot here. Hoping to win another one. Oh, the Andover player pushes it forward, bounces off Jackson Kuznick's stick up in the air and into the Andover player's cross. So Andover's had some good luck so far on these faceoffs. Something the Crimson are going to want to clean up as the game goes on. Well, let's hope our Crimson D can hold once again. There's a far shot. Brady stabs the stick out and snares that one. Oh, throw a clear pass to Emerson Knutson and bounces off his stick. Nudie's sticking with it, but picked up by Andover, who fires a high pass out of bounds, so the Crimson will get possession back. Jackson Kuznick will inbound the ball. He's looking for some help. He's got 2 Huskies on him, 3 Huskies on him. Kuznick puts that head down and works his way past those stick checks. Oh, then ball down. Oh, picked up by Andover. Bummer. Good work. Just needs to move that ball a little quicker. Got through 2 guys, but couldn't get through the third and turned it over. Nice stick check by Tyler Steinkopp. Forced a turnover and leads a fast break. Tyler's got some wheels tonight. He's going to pull it back. Hit Thor Sukup. Crimson are back on offense. Thor airmails a pass over Josh Thompson's head. So just like that, Huskies ball, another unforced error and turnover by your Crimson. Tell you, these coaches' work is never finished. This is, I believe, game 12 or 13 of the season, and they still have to clean up the simple fundamentals each and every game. Ooh, Andover says, I can pass it over somebody's head too, but they rein that one in, and they're going to clear up the field here, approaching the 30-yard line. He's got nobody open, good coverage, but he's able to split the Crimson right in half and gain midfield. Now ball down, but they got a touch. Josh Thompson picks up the loose ball. Says thank you very much. Leads the fast break. Has Ricky streaking down the field. And oh, Ricky sends it over the top of the net. He had that top open. You can tell Andover's goalie maybe isn't the tallest fellow. Crimson are trying to exploit that tonight. Just missed the net on that one. So the Crimson will try again here with Ryan Smith up top. Dodges down the alley, throws a high pass, but Landon Bakke stretched high to bring it in. Now he's cutting around X. Throws it. Grant Jensen, who bounced it over the net. Good look there, good pass. Just couldn't quite convert on the shot. Ricky Peterson brings it in. Turns, spins, jumps, shoots, and scores. Ricky Peterson. Any Maple Grove lacrosse fans that have tuned in the last 2 years have seen that move many a time. So the Crimson are off to a good start tonight with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in the first quarter. It's your Crimson 4 and Huskies nothing. Shea wins another faceoff, slings it over to Lucas Bakke. And before Shea could move it to Lucas, Coach Ficken wants a timeout. So they're going to talk about some things. But it'll be Crimson ball here when we resume play. Beautiful night for a lacrosse game. Nice crowd tonight. Again, it's great to see our Special Olympics athletes here supporting your Crimson players, as well as all their schoolmates, friends, family, girlfriends, and lacrosse alumni. Now that most colleges are done for the year, we've seen a return of several alumni players at each game supporting their hometown team. So again, the Crimson have got off to some big leads at home and on the road recently against Centennial, only to find those leads either gone or nearly squandered come the fourth quarter. So even though it's 4-0 here early on in the game, the Crimson are never satisfied with leaving any goals out there on the field. They're going to want to put in as many as possible tonight. Again, this is a big matchup with conference standings and section seedings on the line. So they're looking to come out of this timeout and add another one onto the scoreboard. All right. Tyler Steinkoff to inbound the ball. Moves it over to Thor Sukup. Thor dodges through traffic. Don't know if that's the play. Coach Ficken took a timeout to draw up, but regardless, oh, they're going to say it's a pass. Definitely not the play Coach Ficken was looking for there coming out of a timeout. So turnover there by your Crimson, and now Andover's going to attempt to clear the ball upfield. That's the kind of stuff that Crimson need to keep cleaning up here as we get into section play. Unforced errors, unforced turnovers are... Oh, looks like offsides there on Andover. Tyler picks it up at the whistle. Oh, takes a shot at the empty net, but nice play by the Andover D-pole there to somehow get a piece of that and keep it from going in. The goalie says, all right, this time I'm just going to chuck it downfield, and connects with the player, so Andover gets a touch and they'll go on offense. Crimson need another stop here. We don't want to give Andover any hope early on in the game, especially after a few great opportunities passed us by and we left goals on the turf. Should have been in the back of the net. Ethan Berry's guarding his player. Andover there is trying to help Crimson out by putting the ball down on the ground. Throws it to number 27, who dodges, shoots. Wide, and this time Brady is there hustling out of net to get possession for the Crimson. So Emerson Knutson will inbound the ball. Andover right is pretty deep. There's a lot of room for Nudie to bring the ball upfield here. Nice pass. Gets it up to Josh Thompson, who a speedy midfielder, gets a touch. Throws it up top to Tyler Steinkoff. Tyler over to Grant Jensen. Jensen over to Landon Bakke, now back up to Steinkoff. Over to Thompson. Dodges in, pulls it back. Throws it back to Ricky Peterson. Oh, nice pass to Landon Bakke. Good save there by the Andover goaltender to deny that one. We've got 20 seconds left now in the first quarter. Goalie's running it up. Whatever the Crimson are doing on the ride seems to be affecting the Huskies' ability to clear the ball, as they're just kind of trying to throw it wherever they can. This time it gets down to the end line, and They're unable to get any shots off there, so the horn sounds, and that's the end of the first quarter with your Crimson 4 and Huskies 0.
Still Chet's Pizza available. Diet Coke and your choice of candy.
All right, the Crimson players are taking the field here for the start of the second quarter. Again, it's your Crimson 4 and the Andover Huskies 0. Overall, a pretty good quarter for your Crimson. Kind of what we've seen the last few games, where they capitalized on some opportunities, won the battles that needed to be won. The defense has held strong, and we've had a few unforced errors and turnovers that kept the score from a wider margin. So set to begin the second quarter. Shea House leans into the face-off dot. It's a battle, ball down. Nice job there by Jackson Kuznick to come in and scoop up the loose ball. So another face-off one there for the Crimson. Kuznick brings it over to Grant Jensen, who settles things down as Tyler Steinkampf and Josh Thompson get on the field. Thompson now on the side, kicks it up to Thor Sukup. Thor back down to Josh. Josh over to Landon Bakke, who kicks it back up to Grant Jensen. Over to Thor. Thor dodges in, passes it back to Ricky Peterson, over to Tyler Steinkampf. High shot, but a save. Number 1, Luke Babineau, goaltender for your Huskies. And again, he trots upfield, directing some traffic, trying to clear the ball. Throws it, nice play there. Clears it up to number 8. Tries to work it in, close, and denied by Emerson Knutson. Crimson defenders are executing their stick checks very well tonight, not giving the Huskies any room to fire any shots or make many plays. Got a nice clear there by Luke Smith, evading traffic, gets the ball in zone, kicks it back to Ricky Peterson, who stutter steps behind X. Works it around, turns that corner, and kicks it out. Bounces one there to Tyler Steinkampf, who picks that up. Slings it over to Josh Thompson up top. Throws it over to Jack Ampe. Ampe reverses it back up to Thompson. Thompson over to Steinkampf. Tyler dodging, switching to lefty. Shoots wide. Landon Bakke's there to retrieve the ball for the Crimson, and will inbound it behind the net. Landon drives on the defender, kicks it over to Tyler. Up to Josh Thompson. Thompson drives down the alley. Cocks it back, but doesn't fire. Spins and throws a pass up to Ricky Peterson, who had to jump up to reel that one in, but he hauls it down and throws a pass up to Tyler Steinkoff, who shakes off his defender, cuts in, kicks one over to Thompson, who shoots and rips one off the post. That's going to make its way out of bounds. Jack Ampey hustling over to maintain possession, but there's a flag down on the play, and the ref's indicating a slash. So it's a slashing penalty on Rocco Grabowski from the Huskies. So Crimson will go back on the man up, hoping to add to this 4-0 lead. Good zone time, a couple of marginal shot selections, but that's always the way it is in high school lacrosse. These kids get a little sniff of a goal and they want to pad their stats. Sukup, top to Thor, back to Landon Bakke. Behind the net to Grant Jensen, who throws it back to Landon Bakke. He's got a lot of space, turns and just rips one off the pipe. So that's a couple pipes here in back-to-back. Andover goalie says thank you to the goal, and a nice stick check there by Thor Sukup to cause that turnover, and Crimson maintain possession. Steinkopp throws it over to Landon Bakke, who fires a low to high that was just a little too high. Now we got Ricky feeding it in again. Landon fires another shot off a Andover defender. Now there's a whistle. Unsure what's going on here. Ref is talking to the goalie. Okay, it looks like an equipment timeout there for a helmet. Thanks to assistant coach Grant there for the visual clarification. We got Ricky Peterson over to Tyler, shoots again, and all of a sudden, Luke Babineau has come alive, making 5 consecutive saves, along with a couple of posts to keep the Crimson stuck at 4. Again, another rolling pass. Luke Bakke's there. Emerson Knutson flips it to himself. He's going to try to do it again. Can't get it. Bakke's going in. Bodies his defender, and it should be Crimson ball. All right, Thompson brings it up. Got 3 Huskies on him. Needs to find his help. Gets it over to Beck Cherney. Switches hands and gets a touch. Gets it over to Grant Jensen. So some good scoring chances there by the Crimson. A couple missed nets, a couple posts, and a few good saves by the Andover goaltender to deny Crimson on a man-up goal. Ricky Peterson turns. Shoots. Wow. Hard to see from the press box there, but it looked like Landon Bakke and Beck Cherney both had Husky player beat, but the ref doesn't see it that way and gives the Huskies the ball. So, again, the Huskies are going to attempt to clear. I will say whatever Crimson are doing so far has been pretty effective. This time they're able to get it past midfield, and oh boy, nobody on him. He's going to work it on down. You could see that one coming. Slide had to come over, leaving a player open who caught it, shot, and scored for the Huskies. So 7 minutes and 1 second remaining in the second quarter. Huskies get on the scoreboard. And it's now 4-1 Crimson. All right, Shea House on the face-off. Gets flipped up to Jackson Kuznick, who fights through a couple defenders. Get down at straining line, get a touch, and Now back behind the net to Ricky Peterson. Throws it over to Tyler Steinkopf, who fires a high shot over the net. We got Max Seppold, I think, back there. Throws it over to Grant Jensen, up top to Josh Thompson. Thompson drives the alley. Over to Seppold, back to Ricky Peterson. Shot by Tyler Steinkopf, another good save, but the rebound comes right out to Josh Thompson, who catches, shoots, and scores. Oh, little persistence paid off for the Crimson there. Steinkopf fired a hard shot, but great save by the goaltender, but that rebound came off right back to Thompson, who buried it. Shea's battling for the face-off. It's got two guys on him. Nice job moving it over to Kuznick, who scoops it up. Good teamwork there in the face-off by your Crimson. Kuzi brings it into the zone and pulls it back. Ooh, spins and shakes his defender, moves it over to Jensen, who moves it up to Landon Bakke. Oh, fakes the jump shot there to Ricky Peterson, who couldn't quite handle it, but Bakke's able to scoop the ball. Oh, then he gets good stick check there by the Huskies defender to free it, but the ball's down again, but no Crimson are there. Huskies scoop it up. Bring it upfield. Huskies are trying to help out the Crimson, putting the ball down. We got Max Seppold up top now, guarding his player. Jack Ampey, Shane Rask at X. It's Ethan Berry, number 5. And Charlie Parker, number 33. We got Ampey guarding his guy. Works past number 26, Emerson Knutson. Quick shot, but Moline with the save. Brady's got the ball and is looking for an outlet. Kicks it over to Rask. Gives it to Ampey. Fires a pass to Steinkopf. Nice play, but they need a touch. Beck's got to hurry. He gets there. Down to Ricky Peterson, so good job with the Crimson there. Some good passing. Oh, Tyler puts one in the dirt. Couldn't handle it there. Cherney couldn't scoop that one up, and Andover Depot clears it out to the wing. Nice jick check by Jensen, scooped up by Landon Bakke. We got some numbers. Oh, tries to hit Ricky Peterson. Just a little too high, maybe a little bit behind him. Couldn't quite connect. Good idea, just couldn't execute. So here we go again with a little back and forth unsettled play. Andover's back to chucking it. Wow, Hail Mary had it, but probably heard footsteps. Ryan Kasbaum was closing in hot. Dropped the ball. Looks like it'll be a push there on the Crimson, so the Huskies will have it in the Crimson zone. Huskies move it back behind X. Got Charlie Parker guarding him there. Huskies feed it into the slot. Right between 3 Crimson defenders. Steps in, shoots, and scores. So they're back to within 3. It's 5-2 now, Crimson, with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left. So again, we'd like to see the Crimson pull away and continue to put their foot on the gas, but Andover's not going to go away quietly, so Crimson are going to have to work to increase this lead before half. Shea, good job winning it back, but a little miscommunication, but Kuzi is there. They looked at each other for a second and said, you got it? I got it. Kuzi finally scooped it up. Gets a touch and gives it over to Grant Jensen, who moves it up top to Ryan Smith. Crimson complete their line change now as Josh Thompson will jog on the field. We've got Beck Cherney over on one alley. Thor Sukup back to Ricky Peterson. Over to Landon Bakke. Up top to Jensen. Over to Ryan Smith, who's going to dodge down the alley. The hash marks, throw it over to Thompson, who throws it to Thor Sukup again. Another post there. Hard shot, but off the pipe. But good job there by Ryan Smith to secure the loose ball. Rebound. Works it over to Landon Bakke, who has Jensen cutting in, but he spiked that one like Gronkowski off the turf, and now it's scooped up by the Huskies. With Ricky Peterson on his player trying to get a forced turnover, but Andover works it back to their goaltender, and again, they're going to try to figure out a way to clear it here on the Crimson. So the goalie's going to run it up the middle, taking the space they're giving him. Lobs a pass too high for his teammate to catch, and Crimson will take that all night long. So another turnover by the Huskies, and the Crimson will go back, working it upfield. Ryan Kasbaum, whoa, shakes off a vicious hit. Does a swim move, draws the flag. Ricky throws a pass a little too low for Tyler Steinkoff. The ball's down, but it's going to be scooped up by the Huskies, so there'll be a whistle on the play. I think this will be a illegal body check. We'll have to wait for the referee's signal. Oh, they're going to call it a slash, so nice job by Kasbaum there to fight through it, draw the penalty, and the Crimson will go back on the man up here, hoping to put one in, as it's been a quarter full of opportunities, but they haven't really cashed their checks yet. Bakke back to Peterson, who couldn't handle it. Out of bounds, so not the man up they were looking for. Turning it over. They're rolling it down to the ground, but Landon picks it off. Trying to scoop it up now on the man up. And he feeds Ricky Peterson, but another shot and a save by the Huskies goaltender. Luke Babineau's been playing great the second quarter. It's a big hit at midfield. Looks like this one's going to go against the Crimson. All right, so 30-second penalty there on Josh Thompson for pushing. So that pretty much negates the Crimson man up, and now with 53 seconds left in the second quarter, Huskies have the ball in the Crimson zone. Oh, Knutson with the big stick check, ball down. Now Jackson Kuznick guarding his man. As he drives to the net, shoots. Oh, scores. Somehow snuck that one in. Short side there on Moline. Probably one Brady would want back if he could do it all over again. That one just sneaked by. So now it's your Crimson 5, Huskies 3 with 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Some great goaltending by the Huskies has inspired their team to continue to battle, and they've pulled within 2 now with, again, 31 seconds left. Crimson still down here. As Shea House is leaning into the faceoff dot. Shea wins it over to Luke Bakke, who scoops it up. Luke's got 2 guys on him. Somehow bounces the ball to Shea House. Runs through a check. We've got 15 seconds left now. Thompson with the ball up top. 10 seconds left. Thompson drives the alley. Kicks it back to Landon Bakke, who drives in. He's got to shoot it. Oh, passes it to Ricky Peterson. Shoots and scores with 1 second left in the quarter. A little impromptu offense. I think Landon had everybody, including himself, faked out there. Fed the ball to Peterson, who this time was going to wait and be ready for it no matter what. With 1 second left, tiptoed the crease to put it in for the Crimson. And at half, it'll be your Crimson 6 and the Huskies 3. So a lot there for Coach Ficken to go over with the squad. I think Austin on defense will be happy with the stick checks that have been very effective against the Huskies players. Looks like a lot of Huskies do not want to get too close to the net for fear of the physical defensive play by your Crimson. So if you move your attention to the field here for the Special Olympics ceremony, before you grab those beverages or charge your devices, make sure to tune in here for this ceremony at the start of half.
Yeah. Let's go. They can see that I'm the legend. Got the gold in my possession. No doubt in my mind, no question. I hold the keys to my successes. Greatness lives inside of me. Cut me open, bleed royalty. I've never known defeat. That's for the weak. For the throne, you better show loyalty. Nothing can stand in my way. I look it right in the face. I'm never slowing down. Yeah, I'm winning this race. Can't hold me back. Can't hold me down. It's time for me to own it now. I'm on a whole new level. I'm on a whole new level. I'm on a whole new level.
Those are you.
Here we go. Just rise and shock the sea. Jury on the move, take the plea. I'm about to race, so take a knee. It's reality, not make believe. Making waves can't stop me now. I'm taking names, then I'll take a bow. Never throw the towel. I own the crowd, I'm coming in and I'm getting loud. Nothing can stand in my way. I look for right in the face. I'm never slowing down. Yeah, I'm winning this race. Can't hold me back. Can't hold me down. It's time for me to own it now. I'm on a whole new level. I'm on a whole new level. I'm
All right, Crimson fans, we want to make sure we give a shout out to our sponsors who are so great to help boys lacrosse. Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Jets Pizza. Just had that last night, as a matter of fact, watching the T-Wolves pull off a Game 7 stunner. Malone's, great firecracker shrimp. Cottoman Orthodontics, Twin City Orthopedics, Crimson Care Family Dental, the Eye Care Center, and Pearl Vision Maple Grove. Again, thank you to our sponsors and everything you do to support Crimson Boys Lacrosse, including Rush Creek, Andy Headland State Farm Insurance, Steve's Auto World, and all our great sponsors. All right, so we have 2 minutes and 52 seconds left before we start the second half. Crimson are up 6-3. Again, some back and forth play here, some unforced errors on both sides of the ball. Overall, the Crimson defense held pretty strong. I'd say the defenders, the deep holes as they call them, were very aggressive and never quit defending their player, wreaking a lot of havoc on the Huskies' offense. Moline hasn't faced too many shots tonight, but has come up with some good saves and has been pretty efficient on his clears. On the offensive side of the ball, the Crimson have had many chances in that second quarter alone where they just couldn't convert. Couple man-up advantages, 3 pipes, a couple shots high or wide, and 2 goals to show for it at the end of the quarter. So work left to do on both sides. Again, there's a lot at stake tonight as we get to the tail end of the regular season. Both teams desperately want to add a W to that win column, which could be a difference maker in conference standings or the section seedings. I'll let you, for the last 59 seconds here, enjoy the wonderful playlist by announcer John Ampey, who loves to rock the 80s when it's his night on the mic. Okay. All right, the players are taking the field here to start the third quarter. Shea House is In position to take the face off. We got Lucas Baki and Jackson Kuznick on the wings. Pretty good battle in the face-off circle tonight. Both players winning their fair share. But Shea scoops that back to Jackson Kuznick, who couldn't handle the one-hopper. Bummer. Bounces up into the cross of the Huskies player, and they're going to go on offense here to start the second half. Shane Rask guarding him. Looked like Emerson Knutson got a piece of that one, scooped up by Lucas Baki, who gets it over to Brady Moline. Moves it over to Ethan Berry. Good job on the scoops there and transition. Now Berry throws it over the outstretched cross of Shane Rask, but Ricky Peterson pounces on that ground ball. Drives down the middle, shoots, and scores. Ricky Peterson. Nice work there to drive down the lane. Fire a shot between the goaltender's legs. So with 11 minutes and 6 seconds left in the third quarter, it's your Crimson 7, Huskies 3. Shea pushes that one forward. It's on the attack. Ball down, but scooped up by the Huskies. Ball down again. Now it looks like Jackson Kuznick scoops it up. Lumbers down the middle, fires a shot, and a save by the Andover goaltender. Rebound goes to the long pole, who tries to clear it to his teammate. Now Ricky Peterson scoops it up. As a few Crimson were there to retrieve it. Tyler Steinkoff now has the ball out wide and is going to settle things down. Moves it over to Josh Thompson, who moves it over to Thor Sukup, a little bit behind him, but Thor recovers. Thor dodges down the alley. Oh, fires a pass to Landon Baki, but Grant Jensen's there to back him up. Crimson maintain possession. Nice play there. Jensen over to Steinkoff, up to Thompson. Thompson dodges down the alley. Kicks it out to Jensen, back over to Baki. Baki's driving the lane. Moves it over to Ricky Peterson, who slings it over to Sukup. Fires a shot, and a nice save there by Babineau. Deflects the ball up and over the net. Jensen will inbound for the Crimson. Moves it over to Sukup. Up top to Steinkoff. Some good offensive possession time here to start the third quarter for the Crimson. Sukup over to Thompson. Thompson reverses it. Moves it over to Steinkopp. Gets a little low one there. Back to Jensen. Over to Baki. Baki's driving. Jensen to Steinkopp. Fires a shot. I don't know if the goalie got a piece of it or it went wide, but Crimson are back to retain possession, and Landon Baki inbounds the ball. Spins. Drops down to one knee, but gets back up. Fights through a stick check. Fires a shot. Looks like the goal got a piece of that one. Just bounces wide. But Jensen is there. Good job by the Crimson, though. They're maintaining possession. This has got to wear down the Huskies' defense. Peterson drives in. Baki shoots. Looks like that got knocked down by a defender and ended up right between the legs of the goaltender, Babineau, and he's got the ball, working it upfield for the Huskies. So Crimson couldn't get one to go, but some good looks and some good possession time. And here comes the Huskies marching down the field. Good save by Moline. Does a behind-the-back pass, but the ball's down on the ground, picked up by Rask. Again, Rask just continues to add to his ground ball totals here in his senior year. Moves it up to Kazi. Kazbaum gains the midfield and He's got some guys on him. Oh, couldn't hear the footsteps, but Thompson was there to scoop it up. So no harm done. Thompson with the ball. Drives down the alley. Kicks it back behind the net to Baki. Over to Jensen. Over to Beck Cherney. Up top to Peterson. Over to Thompson. Thompson drives, shoots. Goes wide and out of bounds. But Jensen is back to retrieve. Inbound the ball over to Jack Ampey. Up top to Ricky Peterson. Bounces it back out to Thompson. Slings it over to Cherney. Cherney reverses course, works it over. Back to Peterson. Goes down to Baki, over to Jensen. Back over to Ampey. Slings it over to Thompson. Some good ball movement. Over to Ricky Peterson. Shoots. Again, Crimson missing the net. Some good looks. Good takes, just not quite getting them to go in and touch net. So they're going to try it again. Up top to Thompson. Over to Baki. Flips it back to Jensen. Jensen over to Ampey. Back up top to Peterson. Over to Thompson. Thompson driving. Oh, stripped by the Husky defender, but Thompson stays with it. Strips the ball out on Andover, so good job by Josh to recover there. Great offensive zone time by the Crimson. This has got to be wearing down the Andover defenders. But we need to get one in here, boys. Peterson's got it up top. Thompson fakes the step-down shot over to Peterson. Thompson needs a breather, and Steinkampf's going to come on the field. Rolls it back over to Tyler, who's got the ball up top. Works it down the hash marks over to Peterson. Over to Hampy, a quick shot and a goal. Nice work there by the Crimson, and this time Jack Ampey hits the net, and guess what? It's a goal. Your Crimson. Nice. So the Crimson extend the lead to 8-3 with 5 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Nice to see him convert there after having so much offensive zone time. And that's what happens when you're just relentless on offense. The defense can only defend for so long before there's going to be a breakdown and you're going to give up a goal. So that's what we want to see out of the Crimson. Wow, nice touch pass there to Emerson Knutson to Jackson Kuznick, who boxes out. Oh, boy, Jensen had Landon Baki wide open, fires a shot right to the goaltender's stick, and Andover clears it downfield. So looking for the quick strike, couldn't convert. Now Andover on the fast break. Oh, thankfully lost the handle there. That was a grade A scoring chance that narrowly averted. Andover works it down low. Guarded there by Luke Smith. Luke Baki on the switch, but the burst of speed. Andover gets a shot on net, but Brady Moline was there to make the save. Close down that short side. Luke Smith runs it upfield, kicks it over to Jackson Kuznick, who airmails one to Shane Rask. Over to Brady Bartle. Shoots and scores. So the Crimson capitalized on the transition play there, and a nice bounce shot makes it 9-3 Crimson. 4 minutes and 31 seconds left in the third quarter. So, Crimson are getting a few past Luke Babineau now to extend their lead to 9-3. Shea House on the faceoff. The ball's bouncing around, scooped up by Andover. Races downfield with Crimson defenders draped all over them, but they're able to get a touch. Get it up to midfield. Jackson Kuznick is pressuring the offender. Again, good defense by the Crimson, not giving Andover much space out there, not giving him any time to really make any efficient plays. I'd say so far that's been the difference maker in the game. The Crimson D have been pretty stout. Now there's a alley dodge. Rask, cagey veteran, with the bottom hand pops the ball out, but they're going to call a hold, I guess, and a possession for the Huskies. So he had a step on him, but Rask, again, knows how to trail check and stick lift with the best of them. Ooh, again. Huskies had somebody open, but they couldn't convert, and Parker is there to retrieve the ball for the Crimson over to Emerson Knutson. Nudie brings it upfield, bounces a pass over to Shane Rask, to Brady Bartle. Up top to Tyler Steinkopf. Back to Bartle, over to Landon Bakke. Up top to Josh Thompson. Over to Ryan Smith. Steinkopf up top, over to Ricky Peterson. Fires a shot high. The Crimson are there to inbound the ball from the end line. Bartle. Over to Thompson. Oh, that's Ampy. Oh, Ryan Smith, excuse me there. As the sun goes down, it gets harder for us to see these numbers from the press box. Over to Landon Bakke. Drives it up to Ricky Peterson. Over to Ryan Smith. Works down the hash marks. Over to Thompson. Thompson back to Bartle. Over to Landon Bakke. Landon drives. Backs off. It's going to reset. Bring it down low. Good zone time by the Crimson. Bakke's driving. Shoots and scores. Worked his way up behind X and kind of shaded his defender with his body. It didn't look like he was going to shoot it, but then he fired a low shot that beat Babineau to make it 10-3 Crimson. So some good offensive zone time, and now the Crimson are starting to convert again after wearing down the Andover defense. You can see some of these opportunities as we've got Andover defenders crouching down. Obviously very tired defending for basically the whole third quarter here. As House wins a faceoff, streaks down the center field, shoots and scores. You could see that one coming. The defense parted the way for Shea to come right down Main Street. Fires a bouncer past Babineau, and Crimson have stretched the lead to 11-3. So again, you can see the Andover Huskies with their sticks over their heads. They're obviously fatigued as the Crimson offense is really wearing them down. Another nice face-off win there by House, who moves it over to Kuznick, who will get a touch, and some new midfielders will get on the field. Got Eli Berg and Will Burgess on the field. Landon Bakke works it behind X. Kicks it over to Burgess up top to Ampy. Ampy over to Burgess. Aggressively defended by Andover. Flag down Over to Bartle. Drives over the top, and Gronk spikes one off the turf high into the air. Ball down. Picked up by Berg. Over to Ricky Peterson. Over to Burgess. Lost the handle there, but recovers. Back to Bartle. Bartle works it, flips it up to Bakke. He's going to kind of direct some traffic there, move it over to Ampey. Over to Peterson. Peterson to Berg. Berg drives the hash mark, switches hands, spins, shoots, and a big save by the Huskies goaltender. And he felt that one. Oh, boy, he's made some saves tonight, but that one's going to leave a mark. Burgess gets his own rebound, or Berg, excuse me. There's still a flag down on the play. And that'll end the third quarter. So the Crimson there held on to the ball, so they'll start with a man up here to start the fourth quarter. Good offensive output in that quarter by your Crimson. Pushed the lead to 11-3. Really dominated offensive zone majority of that quarter. So whatever pep talk and whatever inspirational coaching was delivered there at halftime, maybe it was our Special Olympics athletes inspiring the boys to really come out strong, but whatever it was, it really worked well, and the Crimson, again, with the best quarter of the game, extended the lead to 8 goals. All right, we're back with the Crimson on the man up. Get their man up unit out there. Peterson behind the net. Over to Bakke, up top to Thompson. Thompson over to Sukup. Back down to Peterson. Peterson over to Bakke, back up to Thompson. Thompson looks back to Bakke, but goes over to Sukup. Reverses field, throws it over to Bakke. Moves it over to Steinkoff. Back to Peterson. Couldn't connect there on the pass to Jensen, and ball goes out of bounds. So good rotations, but just lost the handle there at the end. And Husky goalie brings it upfield. It's crossing midfield. Fakes the pass. Drives on Luke Smith. Now moves the ball and defended there by Emerson Knutson. Last touch by the Huskies, so Crimson ball. Nudie slings another low pass, but it looks like Bartle's going to get there. Oh, couldn't quite reel it in. But ball is still down. Scooped up by guess who? Jackson Kuznick. Kuzi fires a shot. Goes wide, but Jensen is there to support it. And Crimson will maintain possession. So couldn't cash in on the man up there, but nevertheless, Crimson are back on offense. Ryan Smith up top over to Thompson. Thompson drives down. Kicks it over to Smith. Steps into that one, and guess what? A low bouncer. If I had the slot machine sound effect, I'd be playing it for you right now because it's as good as money when you shoot those low bouncers. Nice shot there. Now we have a new player in the faceoff circle. This is Chase Kadula getting a chance to show his skills off here in the fourth quarter as House is getting a well-deserved break. Ball down. Baki's fighting for it. Kuzi and Kadula there, but the Huskies come up with it. So they're going to have a run on offense here as they get their players on the field. So tough contested face-off, but the Huskies came up with it. And they're on offense. Got Kuznick on defense. Guarded there by Emerson Knutson. Long pass. Defended there by Chase. Stays on the field. Baki shadowing his offender who shoots the ball wide. We got ball up top. Kadula up top on D. Andover sets up for a high dodge. Here it comes. Bases past Chase, bounces it out down low into the slot, but over his head of his teammate. Ball is recovered by Andover, who will remain on offense. Guarded by Jackson Kuznick. High pass, but reeled in there nicely. Tries to feed one right into the crease, but couldn't connect, but Andover scoops up the loose ball. So some offensive zone time here for the Huskies. Giving the Crimson defenders a workout. Splits a few players there. Got past Knutson. Might have been, is it Rask? Rask slid over to help, but it looks like he all right, 30-second penalty for pushing. So Crimson will go man down on defense here. Andover works it around. Passes one up top, low to the crease, and a shot and a goal. Good little pump fake there, froze Moline, and he was able to bury that one right on the doorstep. So that's Huskies' fourth goal of the night there on the man up. So it's your Crimson 12 in Huskies 4 with 8 minutes and 12 seconds left of the fourth quarter. Shea House back in the face-off dot with Luke Smith and Lucas Baki on the wing. Huskies win it clean. Leading the fast break, but low pass, couldn't convert. Scooped up by Moline. Outlets it there to Lucas Baki, who catches it in stride, and he's going to run past midfield. Get it over to Jensen. Nice clear there by the Crimson. Uh-oh, boy, Jensen didn't get a touch there. So, again, just some concentration plays that can happen this time of year. So Andover has the ball back on offense. So Crimson defense is going to get a workout here in the fourth quarter. Andover player drives and hits the turf. Shane Rass stick checking him all the way down to the ground, but gets back up. Fires a shot wide, but a good hustle by Moline. Chains possession over to the Crimson, so Ethan Barry will inbound the ball. Gets it over to Emerson Knutson. Nudie moves it over to Ryan Kasbaum, but took his eye off the ball there and bounced it off his stick, but he gets it back. Thank you, Huskies. Moves it over to Knutson. Nudie throws it over to Ryan Smith. Gets a touch. Calms everybody in attendance down. Over to Berg. Oh, Berg throws it wide. And a turnover by your Crimson. So Andover trying to get some fast points here. Moves it in low. Shot and a save by Moline. Looks like they also stepped in the crease. So Crimson will get the ball back. Emerson Knutson brings it up. Evades one defender. Throws a pass wild to Ryan Smith. Couldn't connect. And Huskies scoop it up. They proceed to put the ball down on the ground. Scoop it back up and come down on your Crimson. And they found their man wide open again at the doorstep of the crease, and he buries it past Moline. So little defensive breakdowns there, a little lack of attention to detail, and the Crimson gave up a couple quick ones, but remains Crimson 12 and the Huskies 5 with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So got to tighten that stuff up here as we move into section playoffs, or we're not going to make it too far if we don't take care of the ball. So nice job by Shea House. Win another face-off. Moves it over to Jackson Kuznick. Gets a touch. Moves it over to Will Burgess. Crimson complete the line change as Beck Cherney gets on the field. Burgess is looking for some help. Drives past his defender and shoots a low shot wide. Goes out of bounds, but Bartle's there. Bartle dodges, but goes down, gets back up. Beats the defender and buries one. Past Luke Babineau, so good determination there to stick with it. Didn't turn it over. Gets the goal. So the Crimson 13 and the Huskies 5 here with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shea House down on the face-off, draws it back. One hops it to Kuzi, who scoops it up. Nicely done, boys. Kuznick gets into the offensive zone, gets a touch. It's got two guys on him, though, and again, maybe move that ball a little quicker there, Kuzi, because eventually the defenders are going to strip it from you. Andover drives down the field, fires a bounce shot that goes wide. This time they had somebody back at the end line to maintain possession. So Crimson again back on defense here. It's been kind of the story of the fourth quarter. After dominating the third quarter, Huskies have had the momentum here in the fourth quarter in the offensive zone, but the Crimson D overall is held pretty strong. As there's a bull dodge there, but Rask isn't having it. Doesn't give up any turf, and ball goes out of bounds. Huskies with the ball up top. Charlie Parker out X. And a dodge from Max here. He's turning the corner. Nice slide. Makes the pass and a quick shot and another goal for the Huskies. So it's been an issue with the Crimson here late in games. They've had sizable leads, but they give up too many goals to make any of us too confident here to think any lead is safe. So boys got to just keep their foot on the gas regardless of how many goals they're ahead, because in the game of lacrosse, momentum swings can happen quickly. As we've seen against Rogers and Centennial, those leads can evaporate just a few minutes. So here's a nice face-off win. Moves it over to Baki, who's having a hard time finding the handle. Glove is down and scooped up by the Huskies. Huskies coming down a fast break, moving it up quick, but a nice save by Moline. Picked up by Emerson Knutson. Tries to work it over to Rask. Ball stays in bounds. Rask picks it up. Crimson have players open. Oh, couldn't connect with Jensen there, and scooped up by Andover's goaltender. So some missed opportunities there again for the Crimson, but time continues to tick off the clock, so that's also a friend of the Crimson right now, as the goaltender's working between three defenders. Doesn't like the stick check by Charlie Parker, gives him a little shove. Charlie says, hey, buddy, I'm just doing my job, stopping you from driving down the field. So I'm sure Babineau has seen enough shots tonight and is tired of that. Says, I'm going to try to come down and get a shot on net, but he's denied by the Crimson. So timeout on the field with your score. Crimson 13, Huskies 6 with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left. Fourth quarter. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. When you're out and about in the Grove, make sure to hit up Jets Pizza. Again, carried the T-Wolves to victory last night. Malone's Bar and Grill. Great supporter of youth athletics and your booster clubs. Cottoman Orthodontics. Twin Cities Orthopedics. Crimson Care Family Dental. The Eye Care Center. And Pearl Vision Maple Grove. Again, thank you to all our sponsors of Maple Grove Boys Lacrosse. Let's not forget Rush Creek. It's definitely golf season. Beautiful weather so far this spring. A great night if you're not in attendance watching lacrosse to be out on the course, trying to finish your round here before the twilight fades. So the Huskies will start on offense here out of that timeout. Got Ryan Kasbaum on defense. Guarded by Rask. Shot off the pipe. Tough shot in traffic there by the Huskies. They maintain possession closest to the end line when the ball goes out of bounds, so they'll start back up top. Luke Smith on defense, Emerson Knutson, Ethan Berry. Driving past Berry, but looked like good defense to me, but the ref doesn't think so. So flag is down. Got tangled up there maybe, if anything, but whoa! Rask comes in. shoulder check. Ball comes out, but they're going to call a penalty on that as well. Maybe a little frustration there by the Crimson defenders, as Andover is definitely trying to be physical down low, kind of bull dodging their way in on net. There's no warding calls going on, so I think the defense is saying if they can do it, why can't we do it? But so we've got a penalty there on Ethan Berry and Shane Rass. So two of our deep holes are out of the game here. So the Crimson are going to have to defend 2 men down without 2 of their defensive players on the field. We've got Emerson Knutson, Lucas Bakke, Charlie Parker, and Jackson Kuznick on the field. Good job there to deflect the pass. Shot and a goal. Low to high, puts one past Moline. So 2-man advantage is too much for the Crimson to overcome, which is really tough to defend. So Barry will come out of the penalty area, and Crimson will have to kill off the remainder of Rass' penalty. So Andover gets within 6 now at 13-7 with 1 minute and 56 seconds left. So again, kind of disappointing fourth quarter for the Crimson. They've got a sizable lead, but hate to give up so many goals late. Another game here. One of these days it'd be nice just to seal the victory with authority. Not let anybody come back, but hopefully here they can run out the clock as there's a ball down and scooped up by Andover. Got Steinkampf and Luke Smith on him. Ball down again. Another flag down. Andover rumbling down the field. Fires a shot wide. Goes out of bounds. But we're going to have another penalty on your Crimson. So they're going to get Luke Smith there on the slash. So the Crimson will go man down again here with 1 minute and 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Andover definitely has a little pep in their step as they're getting some offensive chances here and some man-up power plays. Shot! Oh, saved by Brady. Nice foot save there. But ball's down. Wow, another great save by Moline. That's some good passing by the Huskies, but Brady is able to slide over and make 2 great saves. That's a long clear to Shane Rask, who's running down the hash marks. Kicks it over to Jensen, back over to Ricky Peterson. Low jumper. Goes wide and out of bounds, but Jensen is back there. With 46 seconds left now, Jensen inbounds the ball. Crimson still a man down, so they're just going to try to run it out here. Bakke's got the ball. Running it back and forth. Trying to kill off this penalty. He's got 2 guys on him. Gets it over to Jensen, who's 2 guys on him, but he gets it up to Sukup, and that'll do it for the Crimson penalty. So nice job there to kill that one off. And here we got 12 seconds left in the game. They're going to run out the clock. So Jensen back down to Bakke. 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it tonight. So the Crimson hang on. Great third quarter. And they kind of let off the gas in the fourth quarter, but no harm done as they secure the victory 13-7 over the Andover Huskies. So big win tonight for the Crimson. Defending home field against a conference opponent. And that'll do it for your home season here, regular season. might be back for sections, but that's the last regular season home game as the Crimson play the Blaine Bengals on Wednesday on the road to wrap up the 2024 regular season. Thanks again for tuning in. It's been a joy to broadcast these games to you on JP Showcase YouTube channel. Again, John Halverson does a fantastic job on the video, audio, giving these games to you in the comfort of your living room. So thank you, Crimson fans. Make sure to follow the boys on Wednesday night as they take on another rival in the Blaine Bengals.